Yo, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, SQUiD with 3 Z's, and I might be world famous. Let's get right up in it. Let me see here. I had some keyboard issues earlier, so let's see. Anyways, here we are. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's get some tunes going. Some of the holiday variety that we got here. Figured we'd start a little bit early. Plus it is December 1st in the East Coast. So, anyways. Happy holidays to everyone. Lots of stuff we've been doing lately. Lots of games we've been playing. Lots of things to go over as well. So I'm going to just start out here with our past live streams on here. There we go. So I'll go back here. So last, I guess you could say last week, within the last week or even within the gap of the last show, we've been just playing a lot of Shin Megami Tensei. Pretty much whenever we got any waking moment, we've been playing that. We're going to continue to do so. There's still a ton of stuff to do on it. Whoops. Let me fix my mouse here. Keeps doing crazy stuff. But yeah, we'll be playing more of this. We'll be finishing this up. We have, I think, 2 or 3 bosses left. I have no idea. I think at least 2. Because there's one other boss and then one other, I think, big endgame boss after that. So I'll have to see. Going for the True Demon ending, so if you're interested in seeing what that is, go check out the playthrough and see the whole journey of that. It's been pretty fun. And then recently we just got Persona 3 Reload, finally. I played it on Game Pass, but I needed it for my collection, so I finally went ahead and got it when it was on a nice sale on Steam. So I was able to get that at a decent price. I believe it was like $35. So, not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah, we got the stuff up here when we're live. You got the live now. You got the For You stuff. You got the past live streams. So if you ever miss any of the live streams, you can go back and check these out. We got Metaphor Fantasio. We started at the New Game Plus. We'll be doing a little bit more of it. I'll be kind of one that I'll do the New Game Plus more on the weekends. Just because it'll be a slower burn for it. So finish the game within a month, so I figured just see how long it takes if I just take my time. So we'll be getting around adding more to it with the higher difficulty as well. Go check out the popular videos as well. The SMT playlist is almost done. I forgot to say, once I do finish the playthrough I'm doing right now, we'll probably take a break. I think I'll get to a certain part of the game, like maybe the first couple cities on the next playthrough. I don't know if there's a harder difficulty that you get unlocked after, but mainly I'd do that, and then we're going to get to a point where we're set for the next couple endings where I can just basically start that as the start point. So we'll have to see how that works with New Game Plus and everything. And then Grand Blue, still need to just get more videos and stuff of that, but been busy on each of these weekends, so it's just haven't had too much time to game as much as I'd like. because you'd think 2 days off that'd be cool. 48 hours of gaming, but nah, there's too much stuff to get done and to do. Go check out our popular videos if you haven't already. Pretty funny stuff on here, especially in the shorts at the bottom here. The SMT playlist, like I was mentioning earlier, we're still plugging away on it. It's almost done though. Oh, excuse me. Metaphor Refantazio. Probably one of the greatest games I've played in a while. Like, it's up there for me with like Monster Hunter, Pokemon, Octopath, and Bravely Default. You could say it's up there with those games for me. And those are some of my favorite top games. And it kind of made me go into all these other games too, so. But yeah, that was such a great journey to go through as well. I'm glad I played the demo when I did play it, because I know I could have played it a lot earlier, but that would have made me want the game even more than when I wanted it, so. I played it at the start of the month and kind of just did it so we did it on the weekend before it came out, so then that way it wasn't as bad for me. And then we got first looks. I just did a recent Persona 3, I guess, refry, you could say. And say first look again, but if you want to go check that out, I don't have it on here because it's not really a first look per se, because we did the first look earlier. It was just kind of getting back to where we were, right? So I think the first look for that is like over here. It's probably on the next page. But yeah, if you want to go check out this stuff, go do that. We have the world famous Plant Eating Squid show as well. Go check this out. All the episodes from this year. The format's going to change a little bit next year. I was thinking about doing like a episode maybe 2 or 3 times a month, maybe 2. We'll see. And then maybe adding like 1 Chill Times of Squids in between, so it's still kind of like 3 shows, but not all like, you know, every single day, every Tuesday, right? So a little bit different. I think I might try that this coming year. Yeah, and then this show we still have a couple more episodes. I'm gonna probably tie those up at the tail end of this year. As a little surprise for you guys for the rest of this year. Might figure out a morning or something that I could do this on. Or if I get up super early, who knows? Maybe we'll have one sooner than later. So, Chill Times with Squids will wrap up the year. And then we also have every Tuesday still for this show coming up, if not throughout the weeks. So there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, you could say maybe 5, but I'll probably cut it off on 4 episodes more this year. For this show at least. And then probably a couple of Chill Times of Squids. Let's see. And then you got the Shiny Hunter Chronicle playlist, so if you missed this, if you're wondering where all the Pokemon action is, this is where it all was. Had to take a big break from that because there's just so much stuff going on. I was just playing so much, and then I'd edit, and then there's so much. I'm glad I have it the way I have it set now. But lastly, here's the shorts on my page. So, back a couple moons ago, we had Stadia around, and this is where pretty much kind of put my name out a little bit at that point for gaming and for podcasting. And this was a product of that. We made all these shorts. We filled up pretty much the full, like, I think it was like 500 videos that you're able to have. Or 500 clips. And we had 500 clips filled out, and yeah, that's pretty much what this is. So, if not a little bit more. But yeah, that's kind of what's been cooking on this page, as you know. Regular rigamaroo, some RPG action, some podcasting, you know, some light FPS. Let's see. Then let me segue to the next part here. I don't know what happened to this other trailer that I had up here. It's gone. Hold on. Where did this go? Literally disappeared. Okay, fine. That's fine. Hold on. Let me get this trailer pulled back up. There it is. I had to restart my computer. So there's a lot of free games. Just to go over a couple, this is one of them on Steam. There's Miasma Caves, free on Steam. There's Cheftastic, Buffet Blast. The Stark Sector game. Rotado is free on Epic. And Oaken is free on GOG. So go claim those free games while you can. Pretty cool stuff. Let me see, let's get this going. This game I remember seeing though, like way back in the early like Game Informer days when I used to get those. And just, yeah, man, I remember seeing it. I was like, I wanted to play this game so bad that I never, one, figured out what the name was, and then also just like even had the money, even if I knew what it was. Because things were just that tight. Just didn't really have, I guess you could say, money until I had like my first job, which was like after high school. So I worked a little bit in high school, but the jobs that I had, they always would, you know, like literally cut us on pay and hours and shit, and just, it was bad. That's why there's all this stuff going on now with the like minimum wage and everything. It used to be a lot worse, but anyways.
The character of Hayden Tenno in the game Dark
I didn't know that he did this. That's crazy.
Are you listening to me? The booster didn't work. I need evac.
That's crazy.
Right now. I want you to carry on.
I've lost all my gear.
Improvise. You were always good at that.
I've been waiting for this.
He's this, black ops agent sent to Russia on this mission, and he just has been kicking ass his whole life. But really deep down, I think he's just a tortured soul who wants to do the right thing. He wants to kill him to stop. He's promised that if he does this mission, this last mission, that
One last mission to kill him.
sent there on this mission to capture this guy Mesmer. This crazy, intense thing.
What did they tell you, Hayden?
Said you'd gone insane.
But they said the same of you, didn't they? Unstable, psychotic, unfit for duty, and yet they still sent you.
Do it.
Wait. I've been infected. The shot you gave me, it's not working.
This is not something that our hero likes, but I guess it's a very painful infection that he has to get rid
But I
of.
also think this is the start of where Warframe came from.
He starts
Low key.
getting these little powers, and it's this painful thing. He starts to become this, inhuman. Like he's got this unbelievable weapon. He grows his metallic arms with blades on the end, and so he's able to throw it, which is badass. There's fire. throws it in the fire, and now he's got one that has fire and then electricity, and it's just like it's endless. It's just wild. He doesn't know how to control it. So as you start to move along with the game, with the character, you start to learn how to use these little weapons that he has. It's like a zombie movie and a sci-fi movie and a war movie, all wrapped up in one game.
Look at me. I don't want to do this. Messner isn't in this for money. A lot of people are gonna die.
Since when did you care about anybody but yourself?
I don't know. I just know my whole life I never seem to do the right thing.
To be the voice of a video, the lead character, Hayden Tenno. It's
Hayden Tenno. Hold up, I need to tell my brother that. Okay, just had to let him know. But yeah, that's free on Steam, so definitely go check that out. Let's see, and let me segue on out of that. All right, and so here we have the Instagram post, right? Just trying to bring up this thing right here. So this device right here, it's helped me kind of just like go back in time and just play a lot of different old games that I missed. One, either just because I didn't have the system, or literally it wasn't translated. So this has helped with bringing a lot of gaming into my life. So quite thankful and grateful to have this thing. What we got loaded on there as far as like SMT status goes, right? Probably wondering. It's SMT 1. We got 2. We have, there's a Jack Bros game, which is a Virtual Boy game. It's like a shooter thing, like a shoot 'em up type thing. And then there is the Devil Survivor, or Digital Devil Survivor. I have that. What is it? The Persona from the PSP, the Persona 2, Persona 2. Was it Innocent Sin? It's P3. And then now it kind of goes into like the modern stuff of pretty much where there's a game I have on the way, which we'll talk about when I do get it. I'm working on the SMT 3. Whoops. And this is the one I'm working on right now. If you didn't know, the original one came out in 2003. This is actually one of the like better games of that time, you could say. Like, it was definitely ahead of its time. I personally didn't know about it at that time because I was just too young, and then also just like couldn't even play it anyways, right? I think, what was I? 8, it's like 11 or 12. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I wouldn't have known about it. I knew about it much later, though. Like, not this series, but the game in general. But yeah. Anyways, that's what we're playing right now. We're playing the remaster of that HD remaster. And then we got the 5th a couple years ago, and then I just recently got 5 Vengeance So that's like the newer one that just came out, where they added basically quality of life stuff and just a new story for it. So there's that going on. If you scroll up, you can see here we beat Metaphor v Fantasio. That was our most recent game that we beat. We did beat Space Marines a little bit after we got it in October. These are kind of, again, the most recent games that we did get. It's a segue on out of there. Let's see. Oh, and I forgot to mention, my first SMT was like, it's like an online RPG. It's called like SMT Imagine, or something like that. But yeah, no, if you go onto our Instagram, you can check this stuff here, where I'm kind of just talking about each of these games that we've been playing recently. I always get questions on like kind of what I'm playing right now. This is pretty much what the last like 2 months, you could say. This is like September on to basically like now. Still need to go back and do this with my brother, but I'm probably gonna just get going on my original playthrough, like my solo one. Just because it's so hard to kind of link up and just find that time. I'll tell you what though, this one right here, I've been loving this one a lot. A lot more than I thought. So I was very surprised to be playing this one. Yeah, definitely go check out games if you're interested in them. Because I was interested in it for the longest and I was just on the fence, and then I finally just bit the bullet there for that. Let's see. And then, as I was mentioning earlier, we're still finishing up SMT 3. I got pretty much the ending, and then, like I said, New Game Plus that we'll be doing, and then we'll explore the other endings, which is about, what, 5, 6 other endings? 6 total, maybe 5 other endings, I think. So we'll be exploring those slowly but surely as well. And then future content, as far as like stuff that we'll be looking at next year and beyond. I have a couple things that I'll show here, but I meant to play this trailer earlier when we were talking about SMT. Let me just do that real quick. So this is the very first one. It was on, I think it's on iOS and Android. You could get it there, actually. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, it was iOS only. That's why I don't see it. It's like, I don't see it. That's why. Okay. Oh, I got delisted. It was on there. Just saw a little video. And then you have this game. This was the first Persona game. I got it on the PSP.
Persona. It is the power to summon the selves within you. The time is soon when you will need this power. events are moving in an unexpected direction. Now go, but whatever path you choose, remember that the choice was yours. Look to your soul for your true self. The choice is yours.
And man, that game, the soundtrack is nice. Very nice. Alright, let's see. So as I was stating earlier, future content, right? Monster Hunter Wilds, Pokemon, Xenoblade Chronicles X, probably the new Switch. I'm gonna have to see how much that costs. And I'll have like one physical thing we'll kind of be looking for out in the wild, which will be the Shin Megami Tensei 4 and 4 Apocalypse. See if I can find it out in some of my shops. If by like the end of next year and I don't find it, we'll probably just have to buy it on Amazon. But that'll be next year's mission for physical games. Nothing against Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, it's just I already have literally so many of both of those, and I have, like, again, so much of it to play, so it's just kind of full on that. So I'm just going to start getting into some of the series that we can actually get and finish, and then also not pay an arm and a leg for too. So that's going to be the focal point. Let me bring this up now.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may.
Yeah, I can't wait to be in that next suit.
New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown.
Yeah. I
Our
don't want
native
that.
home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Hoo-wee. I'm excited for this one.
Fancy seeing you here.
March. Oh, it came with the date. I didn't notice that. I have a date list in my thingy. Oh, cool. All right, let's see. Let's check my notes. I play the regular stuff. But yeah, pretty much. Wow. Yeah, no, that's all of it. Went over the future games that we'll be looking at. And games that we are looking at, I guess you could say. Still have to wait and see on the new Switch, which I have no idea on what that's going to be looking like. And then SMT, we're at the tail end of it. I think we got maybe a stream or two of it left with a couple bosses, and then a couple hours of grinding that I'll have to do. Mainly so we can get all the Magatama. And I want to try to do that before we finish the Tower of Kagasuchi. But we'll see. We'll have to see. There's so much that we have to get done. Like, look at all this. Luckily all these aren't like games you have to play and beat though. So, and then physical grind, like I mentioned earlier, next year we're just gonna focus on pretty much like a couple physical games, which will be the SMT 4 and 4 Apocalypse, and then kind of branching off from there we'll get other games, but I have to beat so many other things in the meantime, and then we're already getting those couple new games like Monster Hunter, Pokemon, and Xenoblade, which luckily those are all spread out a little bit. I mean, with the exception of Xenoblade and Monster Hunter, so that's going to be a little bit challenging to juggle at that time. But we'll be able to get it done. It won't matter really too much, I think. No, so I'll have that going, and then we'll be, like I said, crunching on all these RPGs and everything else in between, but nothing else too crazy going on this next year. Cutting back a little bit, like I said, as well with the podcasting. We're going to just have more gameplay. So stay tuned for that. And then that's kind of what I've been trying to foster and create the last couple months, is just showing, hey, a lot more gameplay, if not double, triple the amount of gameplay. So that's what the mission has been lately. But without any further ado, I'm going to take a mini break. We might come back with some SMT. I'm looking at the clock. It's already 11. I had so much stuff I was doing after I got home from work, between eating and just making sure I had stuff going good here. I had to do a lot of cat dad duty stuff. And yeah, basically get this show thrown together as well in the meantime. But yeah, that's all I had for tonight. Appreciate all of you guys. Guys all have a great, happy holiday. We'll be back again this coming week, and then the following weeks as well for this show, and then we'll have Chill Times with SQUiD's episode, or special episodes, I was trying to say, coming up as well for the seasonal time. So stay tuned on that. If you missed that show, we'll be back with it to finish out the year. And then, like I said, a little bit with the show, we're reformatting it where we're going to have probably this show a couple times this month. Or not this month, but next, going forward next year, have it a couple times a month. And then Chill Times with SQUiD's like maybe once a month or twice. So that way it's not so much podcasting, but more of our gameplay. And that's the focus I'd like to have. So, but enough bibble babble. I'm going to take a break, and then we'll be back with some gameplay of some sort. Peace out. SQUiD's out.